Hey guys, how's it going? We are just packing our stuff up from our Airbnb. Got everything all squared away for the most part. Just have a few miscellaneous items. Oh, I wanted to point out this orange stuff. This is called sea buckthorn, which is kind of found throughout Eurasia. Sea buckthorn juice. So they're like these little orange colored berries the size of grapes. Yeah, we're just getting ready. Oh yeah, this is our Airbnb, by the way. I don't know if I've showed this view. But those buildings over to the left here, they're like super modern looking. And I mean, they're still under construction. Also, literally like on the other side of this building, there's more under construction, and there's all this construction, and you can see cranes off in the distance that way, and there's cranes over there, and
so many cranes.
So many cranes. Cranes are actually the national bird of Mongolia.
Horses are the national horse? No, Mongolian horse is the national horse.
Yeah. Oh, we looked it up yesterday. The reason there's so many Priuses, and we looked it up for like, the article we found was like 2014, so it's been 5 years, and it said there was like 12% of the cars in the country were Priuses.
It's more than that now.
But yeah, it's way more than that now. Probably up to like 20-25%.
It seems like every other car is a Prius.
Yeah. We've gotten so there is a taxi system, but
it's not really a system. You just sort of like stand in the road and wave people down.
Well,
like everyone's a taxi.
No, there is an official taxi system. But then people just if you just want a ride somewhere, people are just driving around as they're going about their day, and they're just like, oh yeah, let me just pick this person up, give them a ride for some money. So there's a very big unofficial taxi system. Madison has described it as hitchhiking, but you have to pay. I've described it as Uber without the app. Really, it's just like an unofficial taxi system.
Yeah. It's like everyone carpools with everybody.
And so we've taken, 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3. 4, including the one that Dava we've done.
Yeah. And they've all been Priuses.
Yeah.
Every single one has been a Prius. So 4 for 4. We didn't choose them to be Priuses. They were.
Yeah.
But I guess they get some sort of tax break.
Yeah. So they're pretty cheap to own.
Yeah.
And actually seem to do pretty well. None of them seem super run down. I don't know how they would do in the winter, but they seem to do all right because a lot of them seem brand new.
Yeah, they all seem pretty new, pretty clean.
Yeah. Although that article we were reading, the one that the guy got was from before they were even made outside of Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, again, those from 2015. He might not have that car anymore, but
yeah.
But yeah, lots of Priuses. So many.
Mm-hmm. So we're going from here. We go to do what's called a workaway, and that's a website. So we're going to be doing that about 150 kilometers away from Ulaanbaatar, which is the capital city here, and the only big city. So we're going to be out in the countryside. We're going to be helping with some nomads, kind of on their. I wouldn't call it a farm because it moves around, but
also they don't farm anything. They have animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They farm animals. You can have an animal farm.
Yeah.
There's a book about that. Good old George Orwell. Yeah, because I have so many subscribers. I just wanted to give Orwell a shout out. Hopefully he can be successful like me.
Success. Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Mario edits all of this out.
Nope, he's going to keep it in to make me look like a jerk. We're going to go out, do that, and we're going to be there for probably about 2 weeks. We may do less, we may do more. It just depends how we're feeling.
How it goes, whether they like us, whether we like them.
Yeah. The original plan of Ulaanbaatar to buy an Olgi is still up in the air a bit, just because we found out that it was kind of a harsh winter, and so the horses are a lot thinner, and there's not as much grass, and because it was a bit dry. So we're not 100% certain on whether we'll be able to do that. We're going to do our best, and there's all these other factors, and We know very little about horses, so we may do it, we may not. We'll keep you updated as we go along. I'll see you when I see you.
Peace out.
You guys, welcome back to Tea Time with Sky and Mad. This is episode 78 of 204 planned episodes. Right now we're just drinking some tea, as always in these videos. We are in a ger, a Mongolian ger. Mongare, as it were.
Weren't.
As it weren't. So this is what a ger looks like. Yep, that's about the full view.
Cat.
Yep, there's a little kitty cat. Oh, he's alright for an evil kitty cat. All cats are evil, that's a fact. Anyway, this is our stove. Not ours.
Not ours.
But the place we're living. In Mongolia, it seems to be very common to have these sorts of containers. In here is actually green tea, but I'm more of a black tea guy. So, hence black tea that we got. Usually, they've been using dried cow dung for fuel. I mean, wood is not very plentiful here. Lately, or today, we went and got some charcoal that they had stored, and so we put that in. It's actually snowing outside.
Very lightly.
So, yeah. Also, they have 2 dogs, which are so cute, and a bunch of baby goats. And
2 dogs, which they told us were big, mean guard dogs, and then
they're big.
They're big softies. They do bark like big, mean guard dogs.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. This is day 2, day 3, day 3, day 2.5.
Yeah, sure.
It's been like 2 full days.
Yeah. This is the second full day.
That's where we're at. Make some tea.
Poke the camera out the door for any reason? Or?
Oh yeah, it's about to get super windy.
But might as well see what it's like out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's a big mean guard dog covered in snow. Yeah, so it's snowing. There's horses. There's nothing. Motorcycle.
Hi, buddy.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, poor buddy.
Head through. So there's Bakla and Bawa. Bawa's the one we were told was properly mean.
But he's our friend now.
Even Bawa likes us. But, yeah.
I'm sure they'd be very threatening to actual intruders. But
oh, yeah.
They seem to think that we're cool now.
Yeah. We'll see you when we see you.
Peace out.
Hey guys, we are back. So it's a little later in the day, about 7:30 p.m., 7:15, somewhere in there. Madison's over there, sitting on the comfy, cozy bed. We now, in addition to having a cat in here, we have a little baby sheep, a lamb, as it were. Emphasis on the B. No. The poor little baby lamb. I guess all lambs are babies. The lamb has, I don't know. It was being really cold and wasn't moving around much. So, to come inside, we have this stove going again. You can see little flashes of heat. And we are just kind of getting him or her all warmed up, ready to go live outside in the world. Actually, so it's going to be super windy when I go outside, probably, so you won't be able to hear me. I want to show you the goat piles, which are a natural formation here in Mongolia. Ooh, I should have put my jacket back on. So this is actually a little dog. There's Bakla. So this is the goat pile right here. Yeah, you just pile on. There's, you know, a couple baby goats in there. They're all squished together. Then we have just, you know, some goat piles over here. Alright, everybody squeeze in. We're going to take a group picture. No? Alright, I guess not. Here's a cow butt. And then we have more over here in the distance. But I'm super cold. My hands are freezing. It's below 0 Celsius. So I'm going back inside. I'll see ya when I see ya.